U.S. Congressman Mark Schauer is fed up with U.S. trade practices with China. He claims thousands of American jobs are sacrificed when government contracts are lost overseas. As News 10's Megan Norman reports, one example he used to make his point comes from the United States Census.
Made in China is almost everywhere you look.
It's popping up in places where it shouldn't be.
And Congressman Mark Schauer believes it's these labels that are putting hardworking Americans out of work.
Enough of China taking advantage of our government contracts while locking their doors to American companies.
Case in point, the U.S. Census Bureau.
Well, I fully support our census, but it's shameful that our tax dollars are being spent on promotional materials that were made in China instead of being produced by American companies.
The loss of American jobs is a concern and due in part to the international trade policy. But some economists say the problem starts at home.
The majority of the problems in terms of job losses that we face right now are due to the crisis of the financial markets from the fall of '08. And that was manufactured largely in Wall Street and in Washington. It didn't have anything to do with trade with China or with any other country.
U.S. exports total about $1.5 trillion every year, while its imports are close to $2 trillion. Charles Ballard blames the difference between the two, or the trade deficit, on overspending.
We've been on this unsustainable spending binge. That's really the source of this, much more than it is the trade policies of any other country.
But Schauer says until China can agree to a more open policy, the U.S. should shut its doors. In Jackson and Ingham counties, Megan Norman, News 10.
Next week, Congressman Schauer will be introducing legislation that calls for a stricter trade policy with China.